Once again, Mick Jagger, Tina Turner, the Hall & Oates Band, Eddie Kendricks, David Ruffin. Once again, Lee. Thank you.
Only rock and roll, but I like it. Tina Turner, Mick Jagger on stage with Daryl Hall and John Oates, David Ruffin, Eddie Kendricks there with the orchestra. Now they're leaving the stage. Getting ready to come on stage right now is Bob Dylan. Now we had thought for a while that he might be doing an acoustic set, but Bob is getting ready to play with quite a backup band. That backup band including some other bandmates of Mick Jagger, Keith Richards and Ron Wood, are getting ready to come on stage and play with Bob Dylan. Now, we're still hearing that he may be doing Blowin' in the Wind, and then, of course, we do have the grand finale. And boy, we have seen it all today. Everything from a Led Zeppelin reunion, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, Tina Turner, Phil Collins on not one, but 2 continents, and now finally winding up with Bob Dylan. And certainly, who better than Bob Dylan to wind up something like this? Bob's music has always been something that has meant so much to so many people, has moved generations from the 60s and now into the 80s with Live Aid, and you are seeing it all right here on MTV. Not only are the music stars coming out in support, but we've seen Jack Nicholson. In fact, right now we're looking at the stage and you can see that everybody is here, waiting, anticipating. Now what we're seeing is JFK Stadium at 20 to 11 from the blimp that we've got here. We've got shots from all over. We've got sky cams, mini cams, roving cams. Once again, I want to report that Bob Dylan is waiting backstage, getting ready to go on. He and Keith Richards and Ron Wood were actually rehearsing in the trailers in the back, going over the numbers right then. Bob came into Philadelphia this morning, actually got here just hours before. He's getting ready to come on stage and play, certainly before one of the largest audiences of his career. Alan Hunter coming in.
Hi, Martha. I got something to tell you, everybody. Just want to make sure that everybody knows that when the music's over here on the stage, we're going to be around for another 20 or 30 minutes afterwards, sort of wrapping things up. And there was really some stuff that we didn't get to show during the program all during the day that we're going to show you then.
Now, Al was backstage talking to John Paul Jones, Phil Collins, Robert Plant, and Jimmy Page. Al, what was the feeling back there?
It was hectic. As you can imagine, when you get 20, 25 of the biggest names in rock and roll emerging on one particular space, it was crazy. It was nuts, but it was very exciting.
And were they excited and happy about the performance?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, like I said earlier in the day, I had a sense that we'd be getting not just a bunch of performances on stage, but some of the best ones we've seen. They were all ecstatic. I mean, Phil Collins is back there saying, I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't know if I knew the song or not, but I was there whacking away on the skins. It was absolutely electric. They were all enthused.
And of course, over in England, we saw Paul McCartney, and Paul McCartney singing Let It Be. He was joined on stage by David Bowie, Sting, Bono, Bob Geldof. We are going to have that Led Zeppelin interview that Alan Hunter did tonight at JFK Stadium. That is going to be on the air in the Music News tonight. Certainly continue staying with us. You're going to get a chance after this is all over to see the things that maybe you didn't get a chance to see. Stuff that was going on in London, stuff that was going on here. Alan Hunter's Led Zeppelin interview.